Hi everyone, it's Alex the Booktuber back at it again. And for tonight's video, I'm going to be doing a book review on The Lightkeeper. And I just want to say, I'm so glad I finally finished the book. And I gotta say, it was a pretty good read. So I'm going to start this review in three, two, one. The story the story takes place with this young boy named Isaac, and he is 12 years old, and he lives with his mom and his dad and his little sister Sarah, even though she's a little bit of a pain in the butt sometimes. And one day, Isaac helps clean the attic, and he finds out that there there were some things that belonged to his late grandfather, that because he hardly ever knew his grandfather at all because he passed away some time ago, and his grandfather actually kept some secrets like for a long time. As Isaac's cleaning the attic, he finds some really interesting stuff, and he comes across these mystical orbs, and they have the names of captured fairies, which are mythical creatures. And Isaac accidentally releases some of them. Like, say, this one fairy character's name is Christo, and if you release a fairy from the orb, they will be assigned to do 3 tasks for you. It's kind of similar to like getting 3 wishes, but except they're tasks. Except when you get 3 wishes, that's with a genie, not a fairy. And if the fairy does all 3 tasks for you, they kind of go back into the orb, or unless you decide to set them free after you give them the 3rd task. And I mean, there could be some fairies that are good or bad. And Isaac also later learns is that his late grandfather was a light keeper, and the light keeper, I learned, was that is the, are the people that protect the human and fairy worlds from the forces of evil. And the people who assist the light keepers are called guardians. And Isaac learns is that more and more fairies actually get set free, and he has the help of his mysterious neighbor named Yara, and she's a bit eccentric, and she agrees to become his guardian to help him stop the evil fairies from taking over both the human world and I think the fairy world too. And if you think they can do it and stop this one fairy, Christo, who I think is the most powerful villain in this book, then go smash that like button if you think they can do it. If so, that's great. And I also learned was that Isaac had 2 other best friends by the names of Jess and Jay, and I learned was that they weren't really humans. They were actually goblins in disguise as human kids, and the goblins are also considered like siblings, which I think is pretty unusual sometimes. And even Isaac's one favorite teacher, Miss Blankenship or Miss B, is also known to be a fairy too as well. And I'm gonna say for my rating of the book, I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10 because the story was really good. and it was fun to read. And I'll let you guys know whenever I read the second book, The Lightkeeper and the Other World, pretty soon. And that wraps it up for tonight. So please don't forget to go like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications for when you want to see my next video. And make sure you go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Hope you all have a nice night. And have a great Memorial Day weekend too. Bye everyone, and good night.